reason I'm making this video, it's for a 2004 Volvo 5.7 raw water pump. Show you guys just a little bit of what's in here. I'm not an expert, it's just working on it for my dad. This hole right here goes right into the bearings, so when you rinse your motor, that part of the pump is at that position. Water will get in there. It will get into the bearings. I don't know what to suggest on that. You've also got two weep holes. Those are on the bottom. That's the position how it sits on the motor. Maybe you can clean them out, put some grease in there just a little bit. Again, I'm not a mechanic, but there's got to be a simple reason for this stuff failing, and that's one of them. There's a O-ring in here. This is the O-ring. I've got the part number written down. I suggest taking the whole thing off to get to it. Here's the outside of your water pump. This only goes on one way, so you can't really mess that up. Everything's indexed with how the pump goes. All the bolts are pretty self-explanatory once you get it off. To get this part of the pump off, it's a 5/16 Allen. They come out pretty easy. They actually used anti-seize on the bolts. To get the bolts for the bracket that sits on the front of the pump, that's a 9/16. They weren't too bad to get out. Nothing broke. Then you've got your other O-ring, which sits right there. For the 4 bolts or screws, that's a 5/16 or an 8mm. They're brass. They come out pretty easy. We're in a saltwater environment. Again, there should be no reason that these bearings fail, except when you take it apart you can see how the water's getting in, if you keep your motor clean and such. I'd suggest a little squirt of oil in there from time to time, or just take the pump out, clean everything out, and just maintain it, and you should be able to save $300 every year or every 2 years on that. Again, I'm not an expert. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of feedback. It's just what I see from a mechanical point of view. That's all. Have a nice day.